show in Chicago. You ever been?
Yes, I mean, long time ago. It is overwhelming.
It is, it's like I was a kid in a candy store with all the kitchen and all the home products.
Yes.
And I put a little post on Facebook that said, what would you like me to look for? And they said, David, look for something we can put butter in that we can leave out on the counter.
What?
For days at a time so it's spreadable. And there are lots of different names for it. But Carla calls hers the butter keeper. And this is not going to live in your refrigerator.
No.
This is going to live on your counter.
It's going to live on the counter. My grandmother taught me to love butter. I love butter. And look at this. So here, it's 2 pieces. So you have this, sometimes they call them butter bells, and you can sit it right here on the table just like this. Move over, butter boards. We have a butter buffet.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, now this piece is where you put the butter.
Exactly.
You put that room temperature softened butter.
Exactly.
Or compound butter, whatever you got inside. It'll hold about a stick or a little more,
It holds a little more than a stick. And then what you do is you pour 3/4 cup of water in the bottom.
Is it cool water?
It's cool water, but just basically, it doesn't, I mean, it could be right from your tap, but all cool water.
Cool water.
Right? So you pour that in. What is going to happen, you will put your butter-filled top in there, and it's going to seal around that top. And so you can see when it pulls out, you see right here it's wet. That is the water creating a seal. This water needs to be changed every 3 days to keep it nice, your butter nice and fresh.
Because what you said growing up down south, you would leave your butter out for days at a time.
I mean, what was left of it?
What was left?
Because I could eat a half a stick of butter on 1 piece of toast.
Girl, me and you both. All right, come on now. This is what it's all about. Don't miss out on tomato. We also have it in sage. And we have it in corn flour. Now, if you're making compound butters, meaning you're mixing in herbs or garlic or parsley or thyme or you know what I love to do is take room temperature butter and put everything bagel seasoning in it.
Oh my gosh, 100, what?
Right?
I never thought about it.
And then take it and smear that on whatever you're eating.
I mean, come on.
Come on now.
I want you all to see this. So I have some English muffin here. Look at this. First of all, look at this. Check it out.
Spreadable.
Spreadable.
Fresh.
Fresh, not tearing up your bread.
Not piercing the toast.
Okay.
Okay.
Come on, look how beautiful that looks. Okay? Coming up to the mouth, coming up to the mouth.
How's that? Is that everything bagel seasoning?
It is everything bagel
Everything but the bagel on a French toast. And if you are wondering if you can make your own butter or just use regular butter from a tub or for a stick, the answer is yes and yes.
Yes and yes.
Just put cool water in this outer vessel every 3 days, and you can leave this out. Now, instead of trying to drag a pat of butter across toast, it just rips and tears. It just spreads beautifully across the top.
How many of you all like room temperature butter out there? Exactly.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
It's a thing.
A lot of people have called this a number of different things over the years. I can remember once upon a time they were called butter bells. But these are butter keepers, and they will hold a whole stick and then some.
Yes.
And as your butter gets a little low, just add some more.
Exactly.
Change the water and leave it out.
And what I love, like when you're going to be making grilled cheese sandwiches, right here, you need your butter. When you're going to be putting them on your waffles or your pancakes, you need like a softened butter. So you're not tearing those things up. And they're hot, so why cool them down with a cold butter?
Or you put a pat of butter on a hot waffle and it fills up one little square.
What, right?
What?
What?
Now I'm having to fish it out and spread it around, and I'm like, by then I've almost lost interest.
No,
but it is a waffle
dance.
after all. But this is really amazing, and you're going to love how easily this is done. Just change that water every 3 days, and then once you've done that, you've got 3 more days out on the counter with fresh butter that is spreadable and that is delicious.
And I just want to add that just notice how the top of this butter keeper is the same as your grease catcher. I have a whole collection of fat keepers, okay? I have fat keepers. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. I'm just saying.
Butter.
Butter.
Butter. Just make sure that you put inside what you want to be able to spread, and now you've got it at your fingertips literally, and it's always fresh. You know, for years we were always taught, put it in the fridge, put it in the fridge, put it in the fridge.
Exactly.
Now, that's going to make it hard and hard to spread. You change that water out on a regular basis, and now you've got something that is spreadable and beautiful, and it can be compound butter. Think ahead to this summer season when you're bringing in all that fresh summer corn on the cob.
What?
You ever try to put a hard pat of butter on a hot piece of corn?
I mean,
slides right off.
Slides right off.
Slides right off.
While you're talking, I'm just having this thyme marmalade butter on a bagel. You just keep going. It's
All right,
already
500 of these are gone, and we are very, very busy with the Butter Keeper. Don't miss out on yours, K76691. Every item in our show tonight is brand spanking new. Super excited about that. Now, Steve, what you got?
You bet. Coming up